Why do you think teaching music is important, and how do you think that it helps students?
Well, music education and any of the arts education is important because in order for somebody to really thrive as a human being, they need to be well-rounded. They need to see and understand the sciences as well as math and English and the academic areas. But a lot of those things provide sustenance for the brain and not as much sustenance for the heart or the soul, and that's where the arts come in. They provide that extra bit of who makes us who we are. I mean, that's what gives passion to a person. That's what makes somebody a little bit more alive. Is music and painting and even in English poetry, and those things are part of what makes people alive and who makes them who they are. So it's great to be able to work through music to help round out who a person is, and as they are developing into the person they're going to become. It's quite important because even as we were doing in class today, it gives us a means and a vehicle by which to teach and to talk about other characteristics that are positive for human beings throughout their life, whether it be whatever the character traits might be, responsibility and commitment, things that we were kind of talking about today, but leadership development, any of those other types of character development and character traits. We have a means through music and music education to teach those things and to help instill those things into our students. Reality is that if we have 3 people in our band program right now that go on to be musicians and paid musicians as a career, we're beating the odds. And we have a band program that's over 200 people strong. Most people go on to do other things in their life, but with music and music education, as they develop into those things, we can help to shape them and to give them information that's necessary to make them better people.
Do you know of any success stories of students who benefited from taking music courses that you'd like to share?
Honestly, I would hope to think that anybody who has taken one is, some of their success can be related to their music education and the music courses they've taken. Me directly, I've got students who, at this point in their life, anybody from, I've got former students who are music educators. I've got former students who work as aides in congressmen's offices in Washington, D.C. I've got people who are in graduate school for a huge number and variety of different topics, from psychology to the sciences. I've only been teaching for a limited amount of time at this point in time in my life, but and a large part of my time was taught in a developing high school, so we didn't see seniors for a couple years as it was a brand new high school. So to have such a large variety of people out there now who I had the privilege of teaching, that are doing so many different things, most of which aren't related to music, I think is quite phenomenal. But yet I still hear from them and hear about them and the things that they refer to, and when we meet and see each other again, from their time in my classrooms as a music student are quite special.
At Lee at Blythe Elementary School, I am the Musical Minds instructor. It's a music-based program. It's an after-school enrichment program whose main focus or vision is to transform social change through music. So pretty much our schedule is Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. After school has been dismissed, the children that have been pre-selected by their teachers come to this room when we have hands-on music training where they might play musical bingo, or they might have another workstation where they'll listen to music actively and they'll start painting and just being creative and telling us how the music made them feel. And then I have some stations too where I'll just have an ensemble or a group of students who I really work on an individual basis and just teaching them the basics of the instrument. So since we just started 3 weeks ago, the students have learned the parts of the violin, the parts of the bow. They're learning how to sit with the instrument, how they stand correctly, and it's just an ongoing process. So our vision is really, providing this loving, nurturing environment for children after school, and the music is secondary because we really want to have this social change movement, which is really important in today's society.